Good morning. In a previous video I made some balloon sticks which use the standard, the small bicycle or tire valve in conjunction with a fitting on the end for, you put your balloon on it, you fill it up with a standard fill panel that you see a lot of matches. However, a lot of people now are buying these small little air pumps that you just put a balloon over it and it just blows out through there. And you put your balloon on it. When you push down, it comes on, and then you have to twist the balloon over top of some slotted, so they don't have a valve, but have slots in the head, like so. So in order to make these, I thought I'd do a quick video to show you how to do them up. So you need some 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and this one has 1/2 inch inside diameter, and then you need some 1/2 inch PVC pipe, and it has an outside 1/2 inch diameter. Now the thing is, you cannot fit one inside of the other, right? So all you do is you take your handy dandy little pipe cutters and you cut, I've already marked this one, you cut 1.5 inches off, okay? So you cut off your 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to show you how to fuse this with the other, with the smaller pipe to make your balloon stick. So I have my my 3/4 inch with the 1/2 inch inside diameter. I've cut them into my 1.5 inch long segments, and I need to fit these 1/2 inch ones into it. So here's what you do. Handy dandy electric heat gun. And it just takes probably about 20-30 seconds to heat this up enough to make it nice and soft, because one won't fit inside the other until it softens up a bit. And you take your 1/2 inch pipe, just like so, and just fit it in, and you can get it down about, you want to go about halfway in, and then I'll be putting my slots in the top here in a few seconds. So after I've fitted them together, heated them, fitted them together, I've pulled them apart, and then I use some glue, just some regular PVC glue here, as you can see, and I glue them and put them back together again. Now I'm ready to make my slots. Some people may be thinking I've over-engineered this with the collar and all. Well, if you don't use a collar, this is my 1 inch. So I've got 3/4 inch or a 1/2 inch stick, 3/4 inch collar, and a 1 inch pole. This is the 10 poles that are in the arena. And if you don't use the collar, or drill a bunch of holes in your poles and put bolts in them and that sort of thing, here's what happens. The balloon, it'll go in fine, it'll stop with the balloon on it, but as soon as you shoot the balloon, it goes down the bottom and you end up with a whole bunch of them in the tube. Whereas with the collar, when you put it in there, it stops. And especially when you're recovering on horseback, it's a lot easier to have the collar on there. And it's a little easier for balloon setters too, having this nice 3/4 inch collar to work with. Time for the finished product. Got my balloon stick all made, glued together, etc. So I'll blow out my balloon. And now I'll try and show you here close as I can. You just pull it out here a bit. It goes in the first set of slots, and then you take the tail and you run it over, you wrap it around here, right? And you get it into the second set of slots so that it makes an X. Here's the key. Once you've done that, flip your balloon up out of that first slot, and look what it does. It just sits as pretty. None of this. When you see the balloons at a match and they're like this on the stick, on this kind of a stick, it's because the balloon setters did not know to do that. And that'll sit up as pretty as a picture. Anyway, there it is. It's fairly inexpensive to make a bunch of them. It took me, I made up 2 dozen. It took me maybe 45 minutes once I got set up, and works real good, inexpensive way. And this thing, I can run it down at my ring, and I bring a little battery pack and an inverter, which a lot of us have kicking around anyway, and I can run this right off of that for 2 hours. I can do my practice all afternoon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's helpful with your gun shooting.